Good evening. This is your teacher Solution Vance Kapite. I made this video again in addition to the earlier video I issued via YouTube channel. So this is to bring further clarifications and additional inputs of which how you're going to fulfill and project your research. So first and foremost, disclaimer um, we don't want to project the idea that we're just simply giving all the activities and we're not looking into its significance. Later, or probably sooner or later, we will be looking into its significance and as to why, what's the purpose of research. Earlier, we told you in the first batch of your module that research have the capacity to contribute in the social benefit and the social empowerment of our society. Content-wise, it is truly expected that all students should be fully aware of what research will look like, of which sooner or later we'll be exploring all of its concepts, even though there are many vague concepts of research. Now, for the purposes of information, this video is made to further tell you what will be the output of AS and EIM. And I know for sure there are still unknown concerns that you'd like to address. So first and foremost, I'm showing to you now, I'm projecting to you right away, please listen to this carefully, that this is the roadmap. When we say roadmap, this establishes the direction of which you will be fulfilling. So sasabihin niya kung ano at saan tayo lulugar at ano ating sasabihin. Now, we are telling the roadmap because this will now be our direction of which it will direct our point of view and our goal and our aim. Now, first and foremost, we say that there are four octagons here. The first octagon tells us that we will be making a comprehensive illustration. I adjusted the date, activity 11, time September 23 until October 3. This will be done in 11 days. Itemization of material, this will be done in 5 days. Procedures on how will you do it, it will be done in 5 days. And answer the question, what are the benefits of the device in the community? Of which we will be answering that later, but not now. Now, anong gagawin natin? Ano pong pinapagawa ni Sir? Here's a detailed instruction. All EIM and AS are tasked to, anong sabi natin, illustrate and design a hand sanitizer, either manual or automated as a substitute to the empirical research. So instead of making a research itself, a full-blown research that involves many complicated, vague concepts, you will no longer be doing that, but instead, we will be doing a basic investigatory project. Now, it will be done individually. The others pinagroup ko ang ibang research, which will be designed and crafted solely by your own idea, concept, and creativity. In the case that you wish not to follow you follow the recommended output, you can either, number one, choose from the given recommendations or invent a material device or a machine. Gusto ko i-clarify ito ha. Yung pinapagawa ni Sir is hand sanitizer. Kung ayaw niyong gawin yun, meron namang recommendations dito sa baba. Obviously, these are the photos like automatic steering cup, a remote control that can turn off and turn on the lights, portable blenders, and personalized lamps. These are just recommendations. In case that still your taste is different and you want to make or invent something, invent a material. Dapat this is some benefits. Somebody would benefit from it. Somebody would able to use that. Okay. Now, pwede bang magbigay ka sir ng example ng hand sanitizers and what do you mean by drawing? Sure, yes, we will be giving that example. So before we go to that, please screenshot mo na ito. Tignan nyo itong timeline to follow nyo. Starting September 23 until October 3, that's the end, you will be crafting your own illustration. Just a simple drawing, huh? And then after the drawing, itemization of the material, and the next procedures on how will you do it. Before I forgot, by the way, you will no longer be answering the modules that we include there. Yung mga modules na nilagay namin doon activities, huwag nyo nang sagutan. Pero, babasahin nyo pa rin yung mga contents na nilagay ko doon because those are deemed necessary because those are related to the exam of which you will be fulfilling. For your information, the third batch modules, we included the examinations there already. So you have the opportunity to browse, see it, and probably check it out on your own pace and convenience, okay? Now let's move forward. So ano yung halimbawang sinasabi ko? Let's try to check that out. Probably I have here some example. Okay, let me just project that. Probably this is a hand sanitizer. See, this is stand hand sanitizer po yan. This is also a detailed hand sanitizer. That's an example. We also have it here. Napaka-detailed. Meron din tayo dito like this. This is actually what I want you to come up with. It's a hand sanitizer that does not involve me, does not involve na I have to touch it, but I will just simply, probably put my paa there, and automatically it will dispense an alcohol. Further, we have here some examples. See, it's detailed. When you say detailed, it's labeled. It defines the measurement. It defines the material and everything. See, here's another example. So these are usually either wood, either metal, or either plastic. But your goal should be the durability. Dapat ito'y matibay. And then that's how it would look like. Ganyan, like that. See? Oh, this is a comprehensive, diba? It's a very simple drawing of straight lines, but it requires creativity and knowledge because you don't just simply draw them, but there are many, many complicated parts of which you have to fulfill. Mhm. So that is just an example of what you will be doing. And sa ito ay makikita natin sa balik tayo dito sa first octagon natin, this one. Ang instruction kasi natin, draw and design your own concept of automatic or manual hand sanitizers in the case that you want to adopt. If not, you can take the recommendations and invent yours. And the criteria, dapat ito ay creative, comprehensive, labeled, and outlined. Include the measurements and define the sizes. Detailed and comprehensive. It can be drawn or in 3D style. You may show the back view, front view, and the rest. Materials, short band paper, use a pencil or ball pen. Output, detailed comprehensive drawing. You may use 2 or 3 band papers to comprehensively illustrate the drawing. And here is an example. It's a Microsoft. Assuming that's the item that you invented, you can actually do it that way, okay? So pag natapos na yung drawing, ano pong next? Ito yung tanong. Itemization of materials. Ibig sabihin ng itemization, you have to tell us what is that all about. So your objective is to provide the features of the item, qualities and characteristics. Provide the uses of the item, who benefits from it. Specifically identify the materials needed to create the item. List them down and indicate how many items are needed. Where to write. Either you can encode or handwrite this activity. Put this in an intermediate pad paper. So here is product features. Ano bang features niya? Say for example yan, nakita natin sa screen. Hands-free, product features. Hands-free, foot pedal operated, height adjusted as per sanitizer bottle size. Steel epoxy powder coated, sturdy and easy to use. Special bottle holding with high quality elastic, non-skidding rubber shoes. And then, dito sa next box, uses. Provide at least 5. Anong gamit niya? For malls, airport, theater, banks, IT parks, factories, educational centers, is that depot stations, recreational hotels, and religious centers. And provide us a technical feature. When it's a technical feature, we're referring to the special feature. What does it have? What makes it stand out from the others? So that's a challenge there. It has to be something that will stand out from the others. Right after that, you're able to identify these particular concepts. Move forward. Materials. What are now the materials needed here? Are you referring to one steel bar, paint, probably a screw, a metal pedal, or a spring, or you have to specifically identify what are they. After identifying ilan ang kailangan nating ganong material to create the actual material that you will be creating. And so you tell us what is that all about. And that is when we're able now to conceptualize, we're able to itemize the materials needed for that matter. Pagkatapos na yan, ito na yung medyo complicated parts to this because you would tell us the procedures on how will you do it. And sabi natin instruction, assuming that you will build and present the item after knowing that an interested company wish to know more about the item, you have to comprehensively tell us how will you create the item. What should be done first? What are the steps? What are the procedures or the processes? Divide your overall general procedure in 5 days only. And you have your particular objectives. This is the aim of each phases because we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and phase 5. Now the target. This refers to the target that you will fulfill in every phase. What do you wish to happen here first? Or at the end of the phase, what are the expected outputs, product, or you may Use the words first, do this one, second, finally, this one, lastly, build this one, construct this first, make change next, finally, and then conclusion. One or two objectives can be written in each phase or more methods and the progression of the procedures. Yeah? Am I in on the yeah. Task. Define the systematic procedures, the step-by-step process on how should it be done. First, this speaks about the ways, methods, and the progression of the procedures and the criteria. It should be specific, outlined, comprehensive, complete, and precise. So you have to be very careful on how you present them grammatically in English language, okay? Where to write this, either encoded or handwritten, put them in an intermediate pad paper, or you can request a soft copy of this Word document, okay? So you can actually request that. So it would appear like this. Here is the table. Phase 1, what is the objective first? Anong gagawin natin? Probably would tell us that our objective is to lay first this, cut the woods into this triangular one. Next, build probably a U shape or T shape kind of metal. And then next is that buy these materials. And then your task, you tell us step by step. First, in order to build the UV shape or T shape thing, we have to cut this first. After cutting that, cut using this kind of machine. After we're able to cut that using the machine, we will try now to install and try to use a driller to make holes in each side so that we can put the screw. Next, after that being said, we will now be having this one, and this one. Next day, this is the next thing. After that, we're able to put now the skeleton, or probably I'm referring to the backbone of the item. We can now try to see to it and measure them into like this, like this, like that. So that's how we comprehensively detailed say on how we're going to fulfill it. Okay. So that will be the orientation, or that will be a further clarifications on how you do it. So should you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. Sir, may example po bang iba? Pwede naman, sige magbukas tayo. For example, sabihin natin dito sa ating Google, hello Google, we would say hand sanitizer drawing sa lalabas. Okay. So let's just wait for a moment because you know the internet speed of this country is very terrible. Anyways, it's just a side comment. Hi. And see, now Google will tell us what some of the examples of hand sanitizers are drawing, and definitely we have it here. We just have to wait for Google to show it to us. What does it really exactly say? So there you go. OMG, this country is so much. By the way, for the purposes of information, Philippines is we are the I think number 10th worst internet speed country in Asia. And our country is on a very terrible situation. So I do really hope that probably one day of you will do something about that, especially the ICT. If only you become lawyers and do some research, improve the internet speed of the country. So you're the hope of the nation. Sooner or later, you'll fix our economy. So I think Google doesn't want to show us. Uh-huh. Okay, I think it's loading. Probably we'll check out the image because image is what we're looking for. Well, I don't know if the speed of my internet will cooperate this morning. I mean this evening. Hi, hiya. Uncle Roger would say that. Hiya. Hiya. I cannot. I think I cannot show the photos. It's a terrible thing. So I guess just do that for yourself. You can find a hand sanitizer, search for sketch or models or how does it look like for the purpose of reference so that it will give you a click. It would click your minds, your ideas, and would motivate you or cultivate your way of knowledge and thinking that there is such thing that exists. Okay, so I think that would be the end of my presentation. Apologies if Google cannot show it really. You know, it's more fun in the Philippines. So